Because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and you'll.
Since in 30 years, I've done only gather data information and your privileged insights, I know every one of the comics and entertainers' privileged insights. Who's gay, Jamie Foxx? I can say I name of the die scratch group used to rest on my lounge chair. 13 years of age, he be in one piece of the house. He can I return in there, you back in there. You can't come in here. He like this, like this. He rested on the lounge chair, folks. It appears as though things are deteriorating and more awful as time passes for Sean Diddy comes the man can't get a break. And truly he doesn't actually have the right to have one with the stuff that is all's emerging about him. First, it was the entire nauseating claim with Cassie, and he attempted to push that away from view through a settlement. Then he came at the center of attention again, with numerous other affirmed casualties standing up. And the story didn't end there. He additionally got a few ongoing visits from country security and the FBI. And alongside that, there are numerous superstars out there who are composing entire diaries about that he's been pulling, yet while these VIPs are free from even a hint of harm for the time being, there are some who have hit on Puff's radar. That's right, you got it, our man Jamie Foxx evidently knew a ton about Diddy and his unusual oddity off parties. When Jimmy chose to discuss what used to go down at these gatherings, Puffy could have done without it the slightest bit. And when Puff could do without something, he makes a speedy move to dispose of it. Obviously, that is unequivocally how he managed Jamie, yet how do we have any idea this well? It's all's, in all honesty, the notorious Feline Williams, who's at last uncovering him for how the rapper attempted to forfeit Foxx. Now I realize I've most likely got you overpowered with this tumultuous news. So we should all begin from the very beginning. Once upon a time, when Brushes used to have his notorious gatherings, habitually Jamie Foxx was one of the customary participants. He was not too far off in that frame of mind, of the style and marvelousness, hobnobbing with the greatest names in the business. Anyway, as time elapsed, James' point of view on these get-togethers started to move. As of now, not satisfied with staying quiet about Diddy privileged insights, he began to focus on what truly went down at these gatherings. From wild tricks to shameful conduct Jamie didn't keep down, he talked transparently about the overabundances, the lewdness, and the sketchy exercises that occurred away from public scrutiny. His disclosures sent shockwaves through the business, testing the cautiously organized picture that Diddy had developed for himself. This one time, Jamie Foxx chose to show Sean the best way to have a fabulous time without burning through every last dollar. So in one of his talks with Stephen Colbert, he thought back about his wild times with Diddy, the person known for tossing those beyond ludicrous million dual slams. Jamie discussed this one party he went to in Miami, where everything was first-rate celebs, models, yachts, choppers, and so on, yet he thought it was each of the excessive. So what did he really do well? He directly uptold Puff, "I'm similar to you, utterly insane." And I said, "Puff, I'll set up you a party for $400. Well, that is certainty not too far off. Envision Jay's variant of a party, a spending plan, cordial mother load that actually sneaks up all of a sudden. And just from this scrap of a discussion between these two, you'd comprehend how Foxx has truly seen everything. And he's not simply making up stories. At any rate, Puff Daddy truly took him up on his test and flew off to Los Angeles to look at James' financial plan, accommodating Slam firsthand. So what was his mysterious recipe for setting up a stellar party on a tight financial plan? He burned through $200 on grub and liquor, one more 100 on a DJ, and afterward finished it off with one more 100 for a housekeeper. Jimmy gathered together his group from the satire circuit, including heavyweights like Dave Chappelle, Cedric the Performer, and Eddie Griffin. He even tossed in a few capable performers and vocalists just in case. And get this, Jime had his own studio not too far off in his den, where he could set out certain tracks. The outcome, an unbelievable evening of unadulterated pure fun that happened till the break of sunrise. His party was out of this world, and Diddy was completely floored by the amount he could live it up without dropping a fortune. In addition, to finish everything off, He even set out a track with Jamie in his studio. And think about what it wound up turning into a raving success. Well, that is what I call transforming a test into a victory. That tune was called Fault. Foxx uncovered that melody, went #1 for a very long time. You understand what's cool even after that legendary party standoff. Jim's actually keeping the energy buzzing with a few intermittent hoedowns at his place, yet here's the kicker, they're a smidgen more chill, currently contrasted with the wild long stretches of Jim's gained some things from him about how to create those extraordinary minutes for his visitors. He showed me the ropes with regards to tossing parties, Jamie shared, and you understand what he showed me, the best way to cause individuals to feel like celebrities. I'm following Puff. And his gatherings resembled astonishing. We in Philly, one day I fly to Philly town vehicle, same business go up yet Puff say this party Playboy, this party here. And they were truly close, and he used to have these things called butt bear b-ball games. Okay, he would welcome over a ton of like Hollywood tip-top to his home for a b-ball game. Yet it was men just, and they would resemble gracious we're about to get stripped and played b-ball, was like goodness, haha. If you have any desire to realize like who was most likely at these games, take a gander at like who Diddy and Jamie Foxx. I've been sticking around for a really long time, like you can hardly comprehend how great of a companion you must be to somebody to get welcome to play open-air sports totally stripped, yet presently things have changed. While he's determined to uncover the rapper, numerous old class of him discussing Puff have reemerged. One of the class was Foxx dishing some serious soil about a spat he had with Diddy some time ago. So clearly Jamie discussed how he attempted to hop him. Why, well, everything went down in light of the fact that Jamie told a wisecrack about P. Daddy's then sweetheart Jennifer Lopez. So you know that with time, their security debilitated, and he began to truly recognize the truth about Puff. And when everything began emerging about Shakham's egg, puffy things began spiraling for Foxx. That is the reason you never see the item endure in light of the fact that I am the item. That is the reason he never is no place ripping, 'cause he is rope. I mean, do you recollect that insane time when Jamie had that frightening well-being alarm? And it was not long before Cassie hit Diddy with that enormous claim stunner. Well, think about what word on the road says it could have all been concocted by Combs himself. Felines doling out every one of the succulent subtleties on how Jim wound up battling for his life. It resembles something out of a film, right? And presently it appears as though he's at last acknowledging the cold hard facts. I mean, we've all seen him risking too much for quite a long time, yet who might have thought it get this extraordinary? The stuff individuals are saying regarding him presently is genuinely upsetting, assuming even a small part of it's actual. He's in hot water. It resembles his rap sheet, makes R. Kelly embarrassments seem as though a piece of cake, yet stand by there's more. Notwithstanding the wide range of various soil that has been zooming around of late, there's a new cluster of bits of gossip swirling about Diddy's contribution in Jane's hospitalization. Insane how it resembles the show. Never stops with that fellow. And what's more awful is that this isn't whenever charges first like these have faced the rapper.